At this time, please welcome, fighting out of the blue corner, he is Anthony All Business Means.
As we anxiously await the arrival of Anthony Means. Curious if he's waiting for a specific spot in the song to make his way out. And there we see the man himself, Anthony Means, 5'11", 29 years of age, looking for his third victory here tonight. Looking to keep the streak going as he also represents Strike King's fight gym. We saw his teammate, Jahil Simpson, with a solid victory here tonight. From Killeen, Texas. Likes to spend time with his kids when he's not training. Family man. He has his work cut out for him as he takes on the double tough Cameron Alexander. Final touches for Means. I want to thank everyone that's watching it live from Clear Life Media. Let your friends and family know Ragin Fighting Championship is going on right now. Spread the wealth. They can only see it here on clearlifemedia.com.
The guys from Strike Kings have showed up tonight.
Anthony Means, ready for action.
And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, he is Cameron Kamikaze Alexander.
Cameron Alexander is 2-1 in 3 of the hardest amateur fights I've ever seen an athlete go through. He's probably had 26 minutes in the cage, all 3 fights going to decision against tough talent. He's only got 3 fights, but he's got a lot of minutes in there. He's gonna have his hands full with Anthony Means tonight.
No, definitely. Hendricks MMA's own Cameron Alexander, 20 years of age, 5'10", has been training for the last 2 years.
He actually started in a local MMA program at the local university, University of Louisiana. Aaron Phillips, his head coach, runs an MMA program at the local university for just self-defense in the kinesiology program, and that's where Cameron learned about MMA, got started, has been on fire ever since for the last 2 years.
He's got a long road ahead of him at young 20 years of age.
Yeah, just a 20-year-old kid out of Lafayette, Louisiana, scrapping.
Final touches for Cameron Alexander. And it's crazy how you see some talented guys, they just got, you know, sometimes the breaks kind of fall that way where, like, all of their first opponents are just top caliber. They don't have some of those easy tomato cans to run through.
Right, yep. We don't put on too many of those at RaginFc, unfortunately, for those young guys.
And then as an amateur, you know, that's the place where you want it. You know, that's where you want to be tested. That's where you want to make those mistakes, because this is your proving ground, and you feel out to see how well you can transition to pro.
That's where you figure out if this life is for you or not, Todd.
Cameron Alexander, ready for action.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout will be 3 3-minute rounds of amateur lightweight mixed martial arts action. Ladies and gentlemen, when this bout begins, the man in charge, Mr. Chris Hill. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this man, a striker, representing Strike Kings, sitting at 5'11", weighing in at 156 pounds. From Killeen, Texas, he is Anthony All Business Means. And his opponent across the cage and fighting out of the red corner. This man, an explosive fighter, representing Head Kicks MMA, standing at 5'10", weighing in at 156 pounds. From Lafayette, Louisiana, he is Cameron Kamikaze Alexander.
Anthony Means, Cameron Alexander. And this fight is officially underway. Means going for that leg kick. Double underhook now from Alexander.
Means came out hard.
Alexander wearing the yellow and black trunks. Means in the white. Means now have Alexander pushed up against the cage, seeing if he can turn this double underhook into maybe a takedown. Over underhook position from these two, pummeling their way to see who can get control. Right now, Alexander doing a good pummeling job, reversing the position.
Knee pin first, with the knee in between. The knee in between.
Yeah, Cameron Alexander is using his body and using his position to kind of shut down the striking of Anthony Means here.
Interesting choice as they're investing a lot of energy early on in this fight, working for the takedown. First full minute of the match.
Sometimes when you're young, Todd, that makes sense.
Yeah, you got the energy to go for it, so. 20-year-old Alexander against 29-year-old Means.
Nice. Back on the body. Watch the throw, watch the throw, watch the throw. Knee to knee.
A lot of people who aren't involved in the sport don't understand the exhaustion that this type of fighting takes on a toll. Takes a toll on a fighter's energy level. This is the most exhausting aspect of MMA.
Do it. Launch him, launch him, launch him. Let's go.
Cameron working the angles,
Get behind it. Good,
trying to
good,
muscle
good.
Means down, but Means is balanced.
Yeah, doing a great job defending that
Go right
takedown.
behind you. When he gives up the wizard, then we come back to the front.
He's invested so much time into this that he's gonna go for it. If he scores that takedown, that pretty much will be the round.
Yeah, we've got less than a minute left, and it's been Cameron Alexander smashing Anthony Means against the cage. But they switch positions there by
Yeah,
Means.
right as you say that, Means answers back. They're going back and forth with that over-underhook position. Referee giving them a lot of leeway in working this position. Looking for that ankle pick now. Can Means score it? This is gonna be a tough one to score if we don't see a takedown in this.
These are the rounds that get hard to choose a winner. Wow.
Nice lateral drop there from Alexander.
Great job by Alexander, feeling that movement, feeling that energy, and getting the lat drop right at the bell.
The most significant thing that's happened in this round, so.
It's funny sometimes how a single takedown can determine the course of a round.
Both fighters' face are fresh off of that first round grappling exchange. I love that lat drop that Alexander scored. It's one of my favorite takedowns, where you use the momentum of the other fighter against him. And then we see some people in the crowd there having a good old time.
Yeah, great night tonight. Lake Charles showed up. A lot of people here, big crowd, a lot of people cheering.
There's a replay of that lat drop from Alexander. You saw I got the momentum from Means pushing forward, and he was able just to drop down, score that solid takedown.
Means his coach pleading with him to separate and keep that fight standing. Crew Kasim.
It's gonna be interesting to see what adjustments both fighters make in that round. Do they want to spend another round in a grappling exchange like that? We're gonna see. This is the fun part of the MMA.
Round two. How do you adjust? Nice left hook by Cameron Alexander.
And they come out swinging, Tim. Once again, Means from Strike Kings goes for the takedown now, surprisingly.
Listen, I totally understand Anthony Means is 29 years old, but he looks to have a little bit of that old man strength, middle-aged man strength.
Front headlock position for Means. Let's see what he does with it. See if he's going to go for front headlock choke, go for maybe a Darce. We shall see. And while he does that, Alexander still driving for the takedown. Transitions to a single leg. They were right in our face, Tim.
Yeah, Cameron Alexander working really hard for this single leg, but Anthony Means having none of it. Great job with his takedown defense.
This is a tough position for Alexander. He's expended a lot of energy investing for this takedown, so he's got to ask himself, does he want to just abandon ship or he just want to go ahead and follow through? And right now, he's going for that takedown. He's got both hands on that ankle and knee. Can he scoop it out? But Means has just been so stubborn in working his way back to his feet, making this a very difficult matchup for Alexander.
Yeah, absolutely. Alexander is really trying hard to get this fight to the ground, and in course of that, burning a ton of energy. Means
standing
hits
switch.
A switch from the stand-up.
That was nice.
Very nice by Anthony Means.
Now he's got Alexander on his seat. See if Means can do something with it. He needs to get back that first round that he lost.
Bundles up the legs in true Khabib style, but Cameron Alexander escapes and he's back on his feet.
Double underhooks now from Means, but Alexander answers by pummeling in. And they take it back to the center. Very technical matchup between these two.
Nice left hook by Cameron.
Oh, nice head
Big
kick there
head
from
kick.
Alexander.
Damn.
Brushed the head of Means. Got to imagine if that landed flush, what would have happened?
Nice and sharp. Finish with the hook. Finish with the hook in the low. Yep. Finish with the hook in the outside low kick. Left high. Good.
Oh, body kick there from Alexander.
Cameron Alexander
Oh, wow.
looks absolutely shredded too. Just a real unit of an athlete tonight.
Means walked right into a punch to score that body lock he's in.
Hustling back inside for the underhooks, Cameron. Working that ankle pick. Cameron with a couple hammer fists.
Short time left. Let's see who can leave a lasting impression.
Cameron releases and throws some hammers. Round ends. I'm not sure on that one. It looked like Cameron caught him with a couple shots at the end, but those rounds can go either way. Todd, what do you think?
I'm going to give a slight edge to Alexander in that second round. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I think at best it's 2-0, and at worst 1-1 for both fighters. Nonetheless, you have to imagine both sides as coaches are instructing their guy that they need the third round and they need it big.
Absolutely, absolutely. Neither guy can sit on their laurels here.
And arguably, if I was in Means' corner, just as a safeguard, I would tell him, hey man, you need to go for the finish. They're too close to call.
Interestingly enough, when they had some stand-up exchanges, Cameron Alexander looked to do very well. I'm not sure why he's so insistent on the takedown, but we'll see how it plays out in round 3.
Hey, as you know, that all comes to that learning experience. He's gonna watch back on this tape and make the adjustments where needed. He's got a long career ahead of him. Third and final round.
Nice on that low kick as well. The overhands come. Hey, that hook's gonna land.
Alexander off balance. Means trying to take advantage, and Alexander trying to see if he can sneak in a takedown.
Yeah, and he did. He did shoot in using the momentum of Means, but Means is battling against the fence to stay on his feet. Cameron back to the body lock. Good strikes. Lands some heavy shots, but Means battles back to the feet.
Pick him up. Go for it. Knee pin. Turn him this way. Hook the leg.
Oh man, that was a rough choice there from Alexander.
Tried a little bit of a, what's that takedown called? Backslide by, and found himself on bottom.
Yeah, I think he was trying to, once again, use that momentum of Means and try to see if he can swing him on himself on top of him, but ended up just pulling him on top of himself. That's, oh, that is a heartbreaker right there whenever that happens.
Hey, to the cage, Cam. You yourself, scoot your hips, and build back up. Build up, build up, build up. Put that left butterfly hook
Man,
in.
and unfortunately, this might cost Alexander the fight if Means is able to maintain this position.
Yes, it's possible. The other 2 rounds were close.
Bring it back up to the feet. We beat him up. Hands on
Means
hands,
looking
try
to see if he
face
can
him.
secure that hook, and he does.
Wow, good back take from Anthony Means, and he goes straight to the triangle. He's looking to hold this position. I don't think that's the smartest move, especially when you may have lost the first 2 rounds. And like you said, it could be 1-1, but in my opinion, that's a scary move to take.
Yeah, we're going to see how this story unfolds. And Alexander able to reverse the position, just using that slipperiness.
That's what I'm talking about.
Camera system right there. That's what I want. Hey, you're gonna mount him right here. Posture up. Body by
Alexander now comfortably in that guard. Let's see what he decides to do. If he's going to
Cameron
unload some
Alexander
strikes.
looks powerful on top.
I want you to get him out of here. Beat him up. Let's go. Stand
1
up, beat him
minute
up.
left.
Beat him up. Beat him up. Beat him up.
Means trying to get some space to get back up to his feet.
Come on.
Alexander having none of it, though.
No, he is throwing. Look, Cameron Alexander is the sweetest guy in real life, kind of a hippie, not when he's fighting, not at all. He is a killer in there.
As you were saying, he's had some tough matchups in his first 3 fights, and the trend continues here tonight against the double tough Means.
But you can tell his composure is different, even with just 3 fights. He's comfortable in there late in the 3rd round. He's down to do the work it takes to win tough fights, and that's impressive for a young amateur.
Means right now with short time left.
He's got an anaconda choke, but we only got 10 seconds left.
Can he score some points and go for it? And
Wow.
Cameron Alexander
Takes
and
the
Means
W.
go the distance here tonight. I'd have to agree with you, Tim. I'm pretty confident it's going to be likely, in my book, a 3-0 decision for Cameron. Here's some highlights from the start of round 3. Alexander a little off balance there. Means trying to rush Alexander and had some good positioning there for a little bit, but then Alexander able to finish the round strong. Work some ground and pound and finish the round with a anaconda choke position. Let's make this one official and hand it over to Bryce Boudreaux.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this bout, all of you judges have seen and scored this bout the exact same way. 30-27, all across the board, and all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of the red corner, Cameron Kamikaze Alexander.
Congratulations to Cameron Alexander. 3rd victory here tonight over the super tough Means. I'm sure we're going to be seeing both fighters in future Ragin Fighting Championships. And that leads us to our next fight of the evening, as we have Jairo Coleman taking on Reginald Chapman in a heavyweight bout.